Hi everyone, I'm Frank Darabont, the director of the new movie Shawshank Redemption.
Hi Frank, so I've got a few questions for you. What is the movie about?
Shawshank Redemption is an American drama movie set in a prison. It is about a guy who was convicted of a double-degree murder and only he knows he isn't guilty. Andy gets a back-to-back 2-life sentence, and the movie goes on to show his moments through his life in prison and the struggles that go along with it. Andy becomes friends with a former prisoner named Red, and Red is able to show him how to survive in Shawshank. The prison soon discovers Andy is amazing with numbers, and he becomes the accountant for Shawshank. Red is able to get contraband into the prison, and Andy uses that as a way to get out. Throughout the movie, the audience forms a bond with particular members of the prison, and you see how their lives pan out.
Wow, you've really sold the movie for me. Now, where's the movie set?
Shawshank is located for a majority of the movie in both Maine and Ohio in America. The movie is set in a high-security prison where the worst of the worst go. The prison is set in a way to make the audience feel sorry for the prisoners and see how harshly they are treated.
What characters play an important role in this film, and what effect do they have on the viewers? And why do you admire some characters and dislike others?
The protagonist of this movie is of course Andy. I think the audience may struggle to connect with Andy at first, although they may sympathise with him. However, as the movie progresses, they will begin to fall in love with the character. The audience will definitely fall in love with Red from the get-go. He's a beautiful, kind-natured person who really helps out among the prison. My least favourite, and I assume probably the audience's least favourite character, is the horrible warden of the prison. He does some very nasty acts through the movie.
This film is dramatic and builds up towards the final ending while using a voiceover narrator. Were these techniques successful in creating an emotional response?
The movie never fails to make me tear up towards the end. The way the narrator talks in a calming voice, and the scene of Red and Andy meeting each other for the first time again since leaving is a very emotional scene. I may be a bit biased, but I think the movie was done in an excellent way to build up the drama and then to end on such a high.
Now this is the last question for you. How have the visual elements created a specific atmosphere in the film?
The costumes and backgrounds of the film were a huge priority for me. I really wanted to make them perfect. It is so important to make the film look as realistic as possible so the audience can really get engaged with the movie. We also made sure the wardens and officers were in the right attire. This was able to show a difference between the officers and prisoners and create a hierarchy.
Thanks Frank for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Hope you enjoy the rest of the year.
Thank you so much for having me, and go watch the show.